I'm Japanese, and this is my first time at a Cheesecake Factory. I heard from others it's like a family restaurant like Denny's, but the interior is like a high-end hotel. I have no idea what to get outside of the obvious cheesecake, so we kind of freestyle our lunch. We got some bread with butter, the brown one is gas, the white one is ass. Don't take that out of context. I ordered the shepherd's pie, and when I expected it to look like this, it came out like this. So gooey and swampy, but it was still pretty good. But thinking about the price, I can't give it more than a 5 out of 10. We also got the 4-cheese pasta, and it really reminded me of Filipino pasta, but take out the savoriness to just have pasta consisting of sugar and cheese. 2 out of 10. Finally, the box legendary of the Cheesecake Factory, the original cheesecake. It's the absolute best piece of cake I've ever had in my life. If there's a rich Japanese CEO that imports foods to Japan, bring this cheesecake to my country now, or I will threaten to call Luigi's brother Mario. Will not hesitate to throw a blue shell at ya. I'm Japanese, and this is my first time trying Popeyes. I only grew up with KFC in Japan and Jollibee in the Philippines, so I thought this is what peak fast food chicken tasted like. I ordered bone-in garlic parmesan and boneless honey barbecue, along with their signature fried chicken. Here's me eating the bone-in thinking it was boneless. Turns out I wasn't curvy after all. 11 out of 10. The boneless honey barbecue was somehow better. My favorite part was how I could actually safely bite into it. 20 out of 10. The signature fried chicken is so crunchy, but juicy inside. I can never go back to other fried chicken. 12 out of 10. Overall, Popeyes is the best thing I've ever tried in the US, and I'm gaining a god complex against Japanese people spending Christmas eating their lowly, oily KFC. But then again, Popeyes is closed during Christmas here, so maybe I'm the one taking the L here. I'm Japanese, and I'm trying IHOP for the first time. Out of all American foods, my favorite is pancakes, so I was really excited to try an actual pancake main fast food. I got the omelet combo with a steak omelet and the regular buttermilk pancakes. Something I learned in America is how little y'all care about presentation, because this omelet looks like someone dropped it onto my plate from the second floor for fun. But contrary to how it looks, it tastes really nice, and the hot sauce goes well with the eggs and steak. Now for what IHOP is known for, the pancakes. They taste so good. I could roll around in IHOP's dirty ass floor that you know they never clean. So fluffy, so simple, but so succulent as the butter melts onto the surface of the pancake and the syrup coats the fluffiness from the outside as it turns into heavily mush in my mouth. I am 100% coming back. Here's what I did as a tourist in San Francisco. The train station just wafts of weed and the streets are kinda dirty, with trash everywhere. But it's okay because I'm spending the day around Fisherman's Wharf. Getting there, there's so many Waymos, which are self-driving cars that tourists seem to be obsessed with. There's also a lot of birds, and conspiracy theorists say one of these two are government spies. We ate the famous clam chowder in a bowl at Boudin. We got the crab and corn and clam chowder. Don't hurt me, but I prefer the crab and corn chowder over the clam. Major pet peeve here, but so many people only drank the soup but didn't eat the bread. They just threw it out. Like, imagine coming to SF, eating New England clam chowder, and not eating the local freshly baked sourdough bread that comes with it. Look at these sea lions belittling them. Kind of feel bad for them because everyone around us keeps calling them seals. Like, nah, that's a sea lion, not the laziest Pokemon design of all time. Afterwards, I wanted ice cream and lined up for this Ben & Jerry's stand, but saw they were only giving out one scoop for like 10 bucks. I didn't want to be made fun of by the sea lion, so I instead went to this amazing gelato stand at Pier 39, where they made the waffle cones fresh right in front of you. They were cheaper, had much more volume, and probably tasted better. I don't know, I didn't get the Ben & Jerry's. After sweets, it's coffee time. And any Japanese viewers would be shocked to hear that this cup of regular black coffee was 700 yen. The coffee was so bitter, so we were craving a Slurpee. Here's my live reaction. Don't worry, we actually finished it, unlike the food wasters Boudin. To finish off the day, we watched the golden sunset with a Golden Gate Bridge that isn't even close to colored gold. I'm Japanese, and this is my first time trying Panera Bread. I don't know anything about Panera, outside of it's like when a bakery and restaurant has an unwanted second child, but that child becomes very successful, so both parents try to be in their life, but the child just wants to be independent, and that is the vibe I got. Everyone tells me to try the bread, so I got a salad. The balsamic chicken greens with grains. It was a salad, you can't go wrong. 7 out of 10. As a side, we got the limited edition grilled cheese with some customization by adding some focaccia and onions. It was really good, and the different cheeses go well with the sauce that doesn't overpower the sandwich. 10 out of 10. Finally, I got a ciabatta cheesesteak for dessert, but forgot to customize anything, so it tasted as basic as you can imagine. Guess I gotta try Jersey Mike's for a cheesesteak to rate properly. I'm a Japanese girl trying Five Guys for the first time. Rumor around the block is that it's called Five Guys because you need 5 guys worth of salary to afford it. I got 2 cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a shake that would cost me the equivalent of a nice course meal. For my burger, I of course did the American breathing, fifth form, all the way toppings. As for the taste, it's pretty good. Maybe not worth literally 6 Japanese Big Macs, but I've never had a burger with such juicy, fresh ingredients and sauces. The fries were succulent and crispy, and even though I ordered medium, they overflowed my bag. Let's just say they pulled an American portion size move here. Finally, the shake was so good. It personally puts Shake Shack's shockingly milky shake to shame. Damn, that was a mouthful. I love the consistency and the thickness of this shake, and the added Reese's Pieces was beyond heavenly. If only American public bathrooms were clean, because I forgot, I'm highly lactose intolerant. I'm Japanese, and I'm trying California rolls for the first time. Sushi is simple, but tastes so exquisite and refined in your mouth. Hearing what's inside California rolls, like at this place here in San Francisco, with avocado, crab salad, and ponzu instead of soy sauce, I didn't know what to expect. We got our beautiful looking Freedom Country sushis, and the first thing I thought was, where are the chopsticks? Turns out you either eat this by hand like a nigiri, or you use a fork. Ancestors will curse me and the rest of my bloodline. Anyways, the taste was unique. The texture and color was great, but the taste for me personally had too much going for it. You know, sometimes you get a nice sounding food, but there's just so many things slapped onto the dish, you kind of forgot what the main ingredient was supposed to be. As a Japanese person, I think I just prefer eating sushi as it is, appreciating the simple and masterful technique of the chef, the level of freshness that was kept by the fishermen and the fish market sellers, and of course the life of the fish that it gave away itself to be on my plate. When eating good sushi in Japan, you can feel all these connections, but when you add too many ingredients to it, that connection I find important gets diluted. I still think it's cool that there is a variant of my favorite food in other cultures. I just think it shouldn't be called sushi, especially so we can prevent more dumb tourists who come to Japan asking, where's the mayonnaise and the hot sauce? Here are my 3 favorite acai bowl places in Honolulu. Nalu, which sounds like a regional variant of Natu, has a sorority girl vibe where if you ask a regular to name 3 countries, one of their answers is gonna be Africa. That being said, the girls who make the acai bowls were probably trained by Gordon Ramsay. Super delicious and fruity. I can eat this every day, and the peanut butter on the Queen's Bowl is worth the extra $1. 8.5 out of 10. The Sunrise Shack sells Hawaiian shirts, so you know this place is legit. I didn't get the acai bowl. Sorry, didn't mean to clickbait, but I couldn't resist talking about these absolutely amazing fruit bowls. I also wanted to talk about how a bird swooped down and started eating the nuts in my bowl. Nalu must have sent their Natu to attack me for eating a different bowl. Also, the peanut butter drizzle on the monkey bowl just enhanced the whole bowl. Overall, I can go monkey mode in this. 8 out of 10. Finally, this underground place next to an Asian food court called Waffle and Berry has an acai bowl where you can get waffles and unlimited self-serve toppings. The acai in the bowl was the best acai I've ever had and tasted super organic. This was probably my favorite bowl I had in Hawaii. And you know I'm gonna say that the peanut butter is what made the bowl whole. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna be rating most of the things I ate in Hawaii. Dean and Delica was closed and I was getting hangry, so I had one of their pastrami sandwiches. It was a pretty okay pastrami sandwich, but I feel like these guys go too conservative on the seasoning, maybe to cater to their older target audience. I should review it again when I'm entering my 60s, but for now, 7 out of 10. Spam musubi is apparently a popular thing here, and as a Japanese person, it felt weird eating a musubi that's 700% of the price of a Japanese konbini onigiri. But you can't go wrong with some spam and rice, and I'm a sucker for fancy ingredients like eel, avocado, and eggs in this economy. 10 out of 10. Here's a classic Hawaiian dish, the poke bowl. This place lets you fully customize a bowl, and it was so good. I felt sad I didn't have the option to create a tower in my bowl consisting of every single ingredient. 10 out of 10. I got another Hawaiian classic and some malasadas. For the fillings, I got ube, custard, and yellow jam thingy that I forgot. I also like them best in that order. Finally, I got some shrimp made by the leader of Team Rocket, Giovanni. The classic garlic shrimp is pretty good, but I feel like you can recreate the taste at home if you buy out enough garlic from a local supermarket. And the spicy shrimp was really spicy. Not anything threatening to Southeast Asians, but if you're the kind of person who won't survive 3 minutes of Hawaii without sunscreen, don't get the spicy shrimp, or get it, but make sure to camp out a nearby bathroom stall. I'll give it a solid 8.5.